Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for the week of January 23rd through 29, 2024. This is a reading if you're Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, or have some other significant Taurus placement in your chart. We have, just taking a look here at what we've got. Okay, if you are new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you here. If you do like these videos and if you find them helpful, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Give me a thumbs up and also leave me a comment if you would like. All of that helps the channel become visible. If you are returning to this channel, welcome back. It's very good to have you back here again. And as always, don't forget to give me a like and a comment. And if you find that these readings are helpful, or if you have can shed light on something that maybe I have trouble shedding light on here, because these are general readings after all, so please remember that. If something seems a little ambiguous, and it's also possible that some aspects of it are not for you. So we'll see. Take everything as it resonates and leave what doesn't make sense for you, because again, this is a general reading, so some aspects will apply to people and others will not. Down in the description below, I have my PayPal donation link for some of you who do like to donate, and thank you to those of you who do. And also I have a link to my website, liminalreiki.com, where you can see the kind of services that I offer in terms of spiritual coaching, astrology, tarot, Reiki, and things like that. Okay, so that said, let's get into the reading. If you're not familiar with how I do these readings, you should catch on pretty quick. I do the 12 houses of astrology. I read using cartouche cards, and I will clarify with a tarot deck. And the deck I'm clarifying this with this week is the Guardian of the Night Tarot by MJ Coulinane. I think that's how you say her name. Apologies to her if I'm not. And then I'm going to pull a separate oracle card to kind of pull things together at the end, and I'm going to be using the Essential Oil Oracle. So, and I do those readings on Instagram, by the way. I usually pull a daily essential oil card. So if you follow me at transition.life.coaching, the dot is like the period between the words. That's my Instagram handle. I do have things, I do post there, and I also under Transition Life Coaching on Facebook. Okay, first house for you, Taurus. This is your personality, how you present yourself to the world. This is Aries energy. So this is how other people see you and how you want to be seen. And we have the twins with the King of Pentacles. Okay, so King of Pentacles, this is definitely your energy, and this would be you stepping into your power. King of Pentacles is very strong energy of abundance. This is the person who is the shrewd business person who knows how to manage their money. It is the culmination of the suit of Pentacles, so it is about not only about making money, but also the acquiring abundance and the appropriate use of things, of money, and understanding material things. You have this with the twins. And so with the twins, we are seeing, this is the energy. Okay, this could be a kind of a two-sided energy. This card sometimes comes up when we may be showing two different faces to people at different times. So there may be some back and forth there. I don't know, maybe for some reason you feel like you want to show certain things to certain people and not to others. But overall, I mean, there's definitely the sense that you are coming across as a grounded and stable person. Twins here can also just mean you are in a mode of reaching out to others more, and perhaps reflecting the personalities of others to some degree. Now, in your own house, this is Taurus energy. This is obviously finances. This is Venus ruled. So it's luxury items, your possessions, things that you value. Okay, and you've got water with the Page of Wands. Now, water in this position has a couple possible meanings. Water can mean that you've got money coming in, and just as fast you have money going out. I mean, it can mean kind of this flow of debits and credits that keep happening here. So you've got this flow. But what can also mean is that if your money situation has been stagnant, this could indicate that there's going to be a change. Now, certainly with regard to your money, you have the Page of Wands here. So this indicates having a new plan. So you do have some kind of idea about, going forward. This can also bring messages as well concerning money. So, and this would be bringing good news. So if you have been stagnant, this does indicate movement. And there's definitely this sense of starting something new, a new plan or a new way of, or just some kind of a message about something that is going to change your financial situation for the better. Okay, third house, this is Gemini energy. So this is messages, this is communication. If you're in your own business, this is the house of self-effort. Can have to do with short-term trips, technology, all things connected to Mercury, and also sibling relationships, brothers and sisters, potentially. So we have Bast with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so Bast is a social card. Maybe you're getting out there and socializing a bit more. Maybe you're doing more on social media right now, especially for business and things. I think maybe it's advising you to do so. There may be things that you're doing right now, and certainly you want to do what makes you happy. Bastet is always about happiness here. But with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is saying there may be a situation where you're putting effort into something. Maybe it is social media, and you're saying, yeah, is this really worth the effort? I'm doing a lot of this, and what's the return that I'm getting on this? But I also feel like Seven of Pentacles has an element of patience to it. There may be the sense, especially when I'm seeing messages and things coming in here, I feel like you're just waiting for the right thing to come around. This can be a card of saying, okay, you've invested this much in it, and I feel like it's saying keep going. I think if I had a card that was a little more questionable here, then I might say you might want to think about, discarding whatever it is and starting again. But I do feel like this is a card of, being almost there. I mean, you may be looking back and evaluating where you are, but there is definitely the sense of things coming in. And with Bast, there's definitely a strong social component. So if it's not social media, there's definitely the sense of reaching out and connecting to people in ways that may be more playful and fun. Maybe not just only something that's deadly serious. So that's why I feel like this may be more of a social media thing, doing a little bit more of things like that to reach out to people to bring them in, especially if you're talking about your own business. If you're not in your own business, it could just be a situation in which it can be solved by, or maybe solved by just by saying, don't worry about it, spend a little more time enjoying yourself. Maybe a sign too that you're going to have messages to go out with friends and such. Fourth house, this is Cancer energy. Cancer is about your home, your environment, potentially the mother. And okay, you've got Ta with the Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay, so Ta, again, this is strong earth energy. Ta is Capricorn. So there could be something that you're building. This is the master maker. So I don't know. There could be something that you are, maybe something new you're thinking about acquiring for your house. It could be building something. Some of you could be putting like an addition on your house or something. There's something new here because you have it with the Ace of Wands. So there's this idea of making a new start, potentially building something. If you're not literally doing something with your home, because this could literally have to do with something that's being built or something that you are trying to increase within your home or build up. If it's not about that, or for some of you, this could even be working from home because Ta is very strongly, like I said, it's Capricorn. It's about working diligently at something. Whatever this is, there does seem to be this new beginning here. So the fact that I always tie the second and the fourth house together in the sense of having security with something, at least there's a certain aspect there besides the family aspect. So I do feel like there's some significant changes coming. It could be coming within your home. It could be dealing with a family situation as well. Maybe something that you're working on here. And like I said, those of you, maybe you have a business from home, there may be some new things that are coming in. Now, interestingly, if this does have to do with working from home in some way, and this is not going to apply to everybody, but then I feel like the Seven of Pentacles gives me a 7, and then Ace of Wands is usually a period of 1 week, so it's potentially something happening in the next 7 days. Again, take that with a grain of salt. That may not be applying to everybody, but I do feel like there's a newness that may be coming about in about a week's time. So, but nonetheless, yeah, there's some kind of work that's being done on your home, or there's something that you're working towards. Either it's literally something you're working towards, something physical, like I said, like building an addition or, redecorate, I don't know, doing something like that. Or it has to do with just building your sense of security in a more abstract way. Like it could be saving up your money for something or thinking about buying a house or, yeah, because for some of you, maybe this is new. Maybe you're going to move somewhere. Maybe you're going to buy a new house or something like that. So, yeah, take it as it resonates. Wow, we got another ace here in the 5th house. Okay. This is the house of Leo. So this is creativity, children, love affairs. Again, not all of that's going to apply to everybody, but you've got, wow, you've got Ace of Swords, another ace with the air card. Okay, so there's definitely communications coming in here. For some of you, this may have to do with writing, okay? Air is definitely a card of communication, writing, or podcasting or something that has to do with communicating, and it's in the house of creativity. So this is something that you're creating of a either a written or verbal nature of some kind. It can also be messages coming in about the same, because Ace of Swords definitely brings messages, and it brings new beginnings. It brings clarity to something. So this is either a situation that has to do with a love affair, it could have to do with a situation with a child, or it could have to do with a creative project. Like I said, more than likely one that's verbal in some way. Or it could just involve messages about a project. But yeah, but there's definitely this sense of a new start. If those of you who are looking for love, this could indicate like sudden messages coming in that clarify things about a love or a love affair, or about a situation with a child. So again, both of those things are not going to apply to everybody, but I mentioned them both because, you know, it'll be a little different for everyone. 6th house. Okay, this is Virgo energy. So this is your health. This is your job. If you have a job that you do, you know, whatever it is you do to kind of make money. It's really the house of service is what they call it. So I often think of this as the house where when we're working for other people. And it can also have to do with worry, you know, because Virgo tends to be a bit of a perfectionist house and like wanting all the details to be right. Okay, so we have Lotus with the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, 6 of Pentacles is a card of give and take. This could be you working with somebody else. This could be you giving to somebody else, or somebody else giving to you. Now with Lotus, okay, as I said, this is the house of worry, and this is a card that says, okay, you need to not worry. So there may be a worry. There may be a worry about taking something from somebody. There may be a worry about, or there may be worries that maybe you're giving too much to somebody. It can go either way. You can take it as it resonates here. But if this is a job situation, then you want to evaluate whether or not how much energy you're actually putting into it, whether or not this is affecting your stress level. And this could also be a health matter as well, because there may be some burdens or some give and take that may be affecting your mental health, or maybe also affecting your physical health, because we all know that stress can affect our physical health as well. So I feel like the general message here is, it could be that somebody here is going to help and support you, but if you feel like you are supporting somebody else and it's a burden, then you want to look at that very carefully and think about your own peace of mind. Okay, 7th house. This is Libra energy. This is relationships, usually serious relationships, legalized ones, marriages, legal partnerships, business contracts. And wow, you have Hathor and you have the Empress, and these basically are the same card. I mean, Hathor is almost the equivalent of the Empress in the Cartouche deck. And so, okay, when it comes to love, Taurus, okay, if you're somebody who is, okay, there's 2 possibilities here. Well, there's more than 2, but the 2 main ones. Somebody here, for some of you, this could mean you're having a child, okay? Maybe that's the news that some people are going to get, okay? So if this is a possibility for you, and you've been thinking, is it possible? Maybe, or maybe I'm thinking about doing it, this is definitely an omen that something's going down, okay? If that's not on the table at all, and you are somebody who is single, then this is definitely the energy of somebody coming to you, like you being an attractive person and somebody who's more serious, more long-term. Again, that might be the messages here for some of you. But Empress is, yeah, that's strong Taurus energy here, drone energy, as is with Hathor. So, you know, basically there's this message of let somebody come to you. If neither one of those things seems to be the case, like let's just say you're already married, but children are on the table and so forth, or maybe this is about a business relationship, then Empress definitely has to do with planting seeds. There could be somebody's mother who's a strong factor, because Empress has strong mother energy. Or there could be that whoever is the female in the relationship or aspect of that relationship, potentially, whatever that ends up meaning for you, is maybe important or taking the lead. Generally, this is a card of abundance. and of good thing, of planting seeds, of developing good things, and also of joy and beauty and of things like that. So yeah, so actually a very, very nice card, very nice placement. But what it means is going to depend on your individual situation. Okay, 8th house is Scorpio. So what do we have with Scorpio? Okay, we have Buckle of Isis with the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is a house of transformation and potentially other people's money. Okay, so we got Buckle of Isis with, okay, Wheel of Fortune is, okay, when this shows up in a house like the 8th or the 12th, something is coming that is out of your control. And it's not a negative thing. It just means that the wheel is turning. There's some kind of a change that's coming. And this may mean that you need to let go of something. Buckle of Isis is usually a sacrifice that we make, but that sacrifice is rewarded. And again, for some of you, this is also a card of pregnancy. So there's definitely somebody watching this who is pregnant or is about to be pregnant, because this is also the card. So, you know, 5th house can show this, but this is the house of life and death. So when this card comes up, this is like fertility. This is like planting something new. If that is something not on the table for you, if you say no, it's not on the table. I don't know. There's no way I could be pregnant, or I don't know anybody who's pregnant. Okay, then that's fine. Then it doesn't have to do with pregnancy in your case. In that case, I would take this as a card that means there's definitely the sense of letting something go. Now, I feel like I need to look over here, just looking through some of these. Yeah, you've got all of these new beginnings here. And even like the Empress energy here is definitely the sense of building something new, or Ta building something new. I mean, Ta and Hathor actually kind of go together here. So, yeah, I feel like you are making changes. You're either working hard at something or giving something up in order to move on to the next phase. In terms of the soul in the 8th house, this could have to do with moving away from the collective, like doing something your own way. Whatever it is, it's something that's coming in. It's going to happen. You know, the universe is going to do something, whether you want it, whether you're planning to do it or not. So I think the message here is that you want to make sure you're letting go of things that are not appropriate or don't serve you. Now, this can have to do with other people's money. So seeing the 6 of Pentacles over here in a house of worry, it may be that maybe there's some kind of financial burden you've been carrying for somebody else, or some other kind of thing that maybe you need to drop. Maybe somebody else needs to figure their own stuff out. I don't know, but that is also a possibility with this. But yeah, there's definitely changes coming that are like the universe is intervening in your life right now, Taurus, in some fashion. Okay, so let's look at the 7th house. 9th house. Sagittarius energy. So this has to do with long distance travel, higher education, things like that. And yeah, okay, we've got a higher ed card here. Thoth is definitely higher ed. Also legal matters. 9th house can have to do with legal matters for some people as well. So maybe some of you are new semester started. Maybe you're heading back to school. Maybe you're a teacher and you're teaching again. But there's definitely this strong energy here. And you have it with the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups is, well, okay, so first of all, this could be something online for some people. 7 of Cups in the more modern world has come to represent internet communications and things like that. So maybe you're communicating with somebody at a distance, but it can also just indicate that there could be a lack of clarity about something. 7 of Cups can indicate that there may be a lot of possibilities there, and you're not really sure which ones are legit yet. So being that this is the house of expansion, I mean, it just could be something where right now there could be an element of fantasy, or maybe something seems like a fantasy. But with this also showing up next to the Wheel of Fortune, so if this doesn't have to do with a legal matter or with a school situation, the fact that this shows up nearby suggests to me that there could be something that's a matter of divine timing. Okay, Thoth also comes up when something is sort of meant to be. But right now, whatever that is, it may not be clear. Like, it still may be in this hazy, amorphous realm of maybe either fantasy or illusion, or it's just something that maybe, again, maybe it looks like there's a lot of possibilities here, and that all of them couldn't possibly be it, And again, this also could just have to do with communicating online, but if I look down here at this Ace of Swords, I mean, there's so much here around getting mental clarity with this. So whatever this is, I do feel like clarity is coming in fairly soon. And there's that 7 again. These two houses opposite each other have 7s in them. So 7s, as just, forgetting about timing or anything, as a number in the deck, it indicates a period. It's like the 4s are kind of stability. The 5s are a period of struggle, conflict with, jockeying for position, whatever, or figuring things out. The 6s are like reaching that other stage of accomplishment, and now the 7s are almost like another stage of conflict. 7 of Cups is, okay, all these possibilities, what's real here? 7 of Pentacles is, look how far I've gotten. Is it actually worth it? If it was 7 of Wands, it will be saying, I feel like I have to defend the position that I'm in. 7 of Swords would be, I feel like there's information I don't have. So the 7s are this kind of sense of this phase of questioning, as it were. But I don't know. So yeah, so there seems to be this questioning that's going on with you right now, Taurus. You are en route to a goal, and so right now you just may be asking a lot of questions about what's real and what's not real. But there's a strong sense of destiny here. So something is going to be happening here. And like I said, you've got all these aces, and for freak's sake, you've got another ace over here. All right, we're getting there. Okay, 10th house, Capricorn energy. This is about your reputation, fame. It has to do with how do I put this? It has to do with your career, how people see you, potentially with the father. Okay, so you've got Horus with the 5 of Cups. All right, 5 of Cups. Okay, now Horus energy. Okay, there could be a family element to this. So for this could have to do with somebody's father potentially. But Horus more has to do with being creative, having to do with healing a situation, and it could have to do with family involvement potentially. But 5 of Cups here indicates something that is lost. So I think right now, okay, we've got the 7 of Pentacles energy here, and the 6 of Pentacles energy, and this changeableness over here in the 2nd house. So I feel like you still may be spending a lot of time looking at the past with regard to your career. And again, there seems to be this assessment that's going on, and you may be focused on the negative, like, I didn't do this right, or, that didn't work out, or, and it's saying stop focusing on that. Focus on the cups that are standing. Don't focus on the ones that are broken. Again, you have this death head moth here, and, so actually I was thinking of I think it was Aries that actually had death in the 1st house, but, yeah, there's definitely this sense, to me, this is a sense of releasing and letting go. You need to let go of something with regard to your career, and you need to step into your creative power. This is definitely somebody who's charismatic, who's charming, that people like, people gravitate to. For some of you, this could have to do with careers you could have a creative career, or you could be dealing with healing as well, because Horus has very strong healing energies connected with it as well. So whatever is going on here, it's definitely telling you to let go of the past, look at your resources, and step into, whatever it is, because I think it's saying, in a house of visibility, this is saying you are definitely somebody visible and popular, okay? So don't let past stuff make you doubt yourself, I guess is what we're saying here. All right, now here we go, 11th house. You've got 3 aces so far, okay? 3 out of the 4 aces. I think the only one you don't have is the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, definite new stuff coming in, Taurus. This is definitely gonna be a new time. So this is the house of your goals, wishes, your destiny potentially, and also your friendships and your social networks. So with Ace of Cups, okay, there could be new love coming out of a social network. We've got 7 of Cups over here, which has to do a lot potentially with something online. We've definitely in the love affair house, we're seeing messages coming through. We're seeing Empress energy over here in the 7th house. This could be something that's coming from, or either it's somebody in your social network. So if you are single, this could indicate new love coming from that, or from a friend, or there could maybe somebody who's a friend who's now going to be more than a friend. And we have it with Anubis. So Anubis, okay, Anubis has a strong energy of protection. And what's coming into my head is your friends and your network being protective of you. Now, sometimes this means you are deciding that you want to put a barrier around yourself, that you want to protect yourself a little bit. In fact, you've got Ta down here, and that is another aspect of Ta, is sometimes, deciding what appropriate boundaries are with people, right? There may be a feeling of wanting to protect yourself because, if you're in a situation where you feel like, especially in a situation like this, where maybe you feel like you're giving too much to something, you may be setting some appropriate boundaries. But this also going to have to do with travel too. So for some of you, the fact that I'm seeing Thoth in the ninth house here, and I'm seeing indicators of travel in other places, that I'm kind of thinking, for some of you, this could also indicate a trip with friends or about a friend, but something here, it's either protection or it does have to do with travel, but here we have this idea of the Ace of Cups. Now, if relationships are not on the table here, or new love relationships, there's definitely some kind of a new start for you coming through your social networks or through your friends. Or this may be a new chance to meet a goal or to do something that you want to do. You've got aces also in the 4th and the 5th house, and you've got it in the 11th. So, and the 5th and the 11th are actually opposite to each other. So you've got 2 aces opposite each other, and you've got 2 cards related to travel. So I don't know. I feel like this is telling you to expand your horizons. 7 of Cups here. Maybe things seem too overwhelming and confusing. Maybe there's too many options. It's too much expansion, right? In terms of where you're going. But you are meant to be getting outside of the space that you're in. That may be why we're also seeing something new happening in your home, your home insecurity. You're breaking out of where you are, Taurus. There's some... You're meant to be moving into something new, whether that something new has to do with love, whether this means you're moving, whether it's a new love affair, whether it's a new project, or just something coming to fruition. You definitely want to start letting go of people and situations that may be weighing you down. 12th house, Pisces energy. So Pisces has to do with what is unseen, what you may be afraid of, what you may be, not conscious of, or maybe what you don't want to show to people, because this is the house of what's hidden. Okay, and you have Earth with the Page of Cups. Okay, so Earth has to do with, there could be some fears around financial security, which, you're Taurus. Taurus is always interested to know where the next buck is coming from, where the next paycheck is coming from. It's a Taurian thing. You're interested in security. You want security. Ta's also about building security, right? And the Page of Cups has to do also with messages. Okay, remember we have a Page of Wands over here in your money house. So the Page of Wands, Page of Cups rather, this can have to do with love messages. Okay, so maybe or this could have to do with new situations, or news about love, or news about some kind of an emotional situation, or a new opportunity. So I don't know, maybe you have some worries about something new that started. Maybe you're worried that it's not, it's going to destabilize you in some way, or it's not going to provide security, or maybe you don't quite feel secure in this new thing that's coming in. But remember, this is in the house of fears. So I feel like this is more something, the house of fear, I find, tends to make us, is more things that we're worried are going to happen rather than things that actually happen. So overall, you've got Pyramid with the Lovers. Wow. So Pyramid is indicating whatever's going on right now, whatever you're uncertain about, whatever you're trying to get rid of, whatever changes are coming in, if they present challenges, then those challenges you'll surmount those challenges. There's something initiatory to this. So there's definitely a sense that you have passed through a gateway here, Taurus. Something is new. And you have it with the Lovers. So the Lovers not only indicates, choices that you need to make. So you may be faced with some decisions and choices right now. And I feel like it's telling you to choose what's new and to let go of what weighs you down. But the Lovers here also indicates doing something, you've got the Twins here also. I feel like this is doing something with someone. I do feel like, for some of you at least, that the love piece of it is important. That there's going to be something that you're doing and you're not doing it alone. Okay? So let's draw a essential oil, say that 10 times fast, an essential oil oracle card for you for this coming week. So what does Taurus need to know? Let me put this over here, and let's see who we get. Grapefruit oil. That's interesting. Okay, so here's the card. The term that we have on it is nourishment. The trigger statement is, it's all my fault. The true statement, I see what I truly need. Your energetic body needs nourishment, so begin to discern physical hunger from spiritual hunger. Cherish your body and the way it supports you. Okay. So, yeah, there's definitely this sense of, so this is talking about it in a more physical sense, but this is more about focusing on, when it says physical hunger from spiritual hunger, really, that's another way of saying separate your wants from your needs and make sure that your needs are being met. And make sure, you're not hanging on to things for nostalgic reasons or just because somehow you feel like you need to be the one to carry something. There's definitely you're moving into something new. You may need to be patient with something. For some of you, 7 days, 7 weeks, possibly a month. I don't know. I still feel like something's going to happen for somebody in the next 7 days. Let me know in the comments if something does. Okay? Because Ace of Wands is also 7 days. Ace of Swords is sometimes 1 month. I'm just feeling like, and if it's not that, just trying to see how many 4s we have here. We've got 4, 4. Empress is 3. Yeah, okay. That was more Aries reading than yours. So yeah, I was just trying to I try to look at some of the numerology because I feel like for a lot of you, there's like stuff that's going to be happening around April, like around, the beginning of the Taurus birthdays. So I don't know. I'm feeling like something for there, but I think for you, Taurus, this is pointing to something that may get initiated even sooner. Yeah, we have another 7 here. That's right. Because Buckle of Ice is 2 + 5 in the corner here. 25 is a 7. And you have Lotus here. 1 + 6 is 7, 16. You got a lot of 7s here. So 7 seems to be your magic number this week. Although the Chariot didn't show up, you still have 7 as the magic number. So, all right. So I hope this was helpful for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. Please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you find these videos helpful. Definitely do leave me a comment about some of this stuff because I'm really curious about what's going on. And, as much as you want to tell me, obviously. And have a great week. We'll see you next time.